Studio Galaxy 473. And we operate from Confero. And you are with the Galaxy Equalizer. And today, that's the agricultural program. And today, the topic is simply eat more eggs, eat good and healthy. Eat more eggs, eat good and healthy. We encourage you to share our program, subscribe to Studio Galaxy, and like our program. We are the new kids on the block, so we need your support. Sometimes we have to solve our problem. We have to stop believing that the people to solve our problem come from the United States or Russia or China or the Caribbean. We in Grenada have to solve our problem. We have to believe in ourselves and believe we can address the issues that affect us. You getting us loud and clear? Right. So we have to solve our problem. And one of the problems we have in Grenada is low consumption of eggs. And everybody seems to be silent. The government silent. The egg producers silent. And all sorts of rumors passing around as if people don't know the value, the health benefits, the importance of consuming more eggs.
Mm-hmm.
During the Bible, when they call Moses, Moses alone couldn't make it. They call Joshua. So today we have Joshua with us on the Galaxy program. And Joshua, you don't feel it's time that people culture themselves to consume more eggs?
Absolutely, 100%. This is the time of the year, the season is coming up, where people really kind of start to appreciate egg. Egg is what's known as a superfood. It's a super food. Now, this is the time of the year where egg farmers get a lot of criticism because everybody wants to double their consumption of eggs. And they kind of say to the egg farmer, all you can't produce it. And the egg farmer say to them, well, we go to the hens at this time of the year and we tell them, produce more eggs. We want double the production. But the hens and them doesn't respond to them. So it's something that man have to solve. And I think it's called storage. You know, we got to get refrigeration and store the damn eggs if we want more eggs for Christmas.
If we're not eating more eggs, the hen are accustomed quietly, moderately producing.
Yes.
And every day the hen hears the farmer complaining he can't get the egg cell.
Yeah.
So the hen is not stimulated
Yes,
to
yes.
produce eggs.
Yeah, yeah.
But if we consume more eggs, why you think Grenadians not eating enough eggs or more eggs?
I think it's two reasons. So first of all, before I give you the answer, let me step back. Now, the last data that I was involved in providing, we ate about 80 eggs per person per year. Now, the countries that are the leading egg consumption countries, I think it's countries like Mexico and Japan. And I think their consumption is about 500 and something eggs per person per year. So, in terms of egg consumption, we're nowhere near what we should be eating. So, why is that, as you say? I believe it's to do with the problem that coconut oil had. There was so much bad publicity on eggs, like it's gonna cause high cholesterol, it's gonna give you a heart attack, it's gonna damage you, it's not good for you. So I think that was done to the industry. And when these things were debunked, nobody came back and said what they were spreading about the eggs was lies, 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 lies. So it was just left. So a lot of people still believe in Grenada that egg is not good for you. It has bad cholesterol. The thing is, egg has what's known as the good cholesterol that we need. So we have to do a re-education program, and we have to do a re-engineering in terms of egg consumption. So the main thing that's staring at us in the face, and we're doing nothing about it, we like staring back. Now, we have about 20,000 children probably in the school feeding program. Please don't take my data as accurate. This is just from the top of my head what I believe. I think, the school children, we probably have anything from 16,000 to 20,000. I'm not sure. But I want to use a simple figure. If we were to use, if children were to eat, be served like 3 eggs a week, that is like 60,000 eggs being, consumed in the week. And it's not uncommon for people to be eating 5, 6, 7, 8 eggs a week. Now, what this will do, you will get the children involved in terms of boosting their local economy. They will start to begin to understand the power that they have to boost an economy, and from a very early age play a part in that. The farmers as a whole will have a better standard of living, better income, etc. The second thing that we have to do with the egg farmers, because not for the egg farmers, but with the egg farmers for the country, we have a lot of kind of festivals that we don't really celebrate where eggs underpin it. So Pancake Day, for example, we don't really get involved in that, but that's a boost for eggs. The only time it seems that we get involved as a country in terms of giving a little boost to the egg farmers is Christmas. And we kind of sink the egg into those cake, all that heavy flour and all that kind of raisins and all the rest of it. You don't even know eggs are there. But there are so many opportunities for us to boost the consumption of eggs, at least double it. So we're in 80 per person per year. Let's go to 160, and then let's double it, to 320. But the opportunity there is so great. As Mr. Pierre said, nobody's coming and save us. We have to learn to save ourselves. We have to kind of, use the data, analyze the data, and make changes that will benefit ourselves, our farmers, and our country. Eggs is a superfood. The children need to be eating more eggs. It's a super food in terms of the protein. It's good for the brain in terms of brain development. You can't give the children a better food than eggs. And so Food and Nutrition Council have to work close with the school feeding program to incorporate eggs into those menus. I mean, if you ask me, we should be using at least 7 or 8 eggs a week in terms of the school feeding program per child, because there's breakfast, there's lunch that they have. There's all kinds of creative ways that you could use eggs besides just as a superfood, but as a binder for various kind of foods. So we have to use more eggs, and not only at Christmas, which is, I appreciate the Christmas cake because I have a sweet tooth. I love sweet things. I love cakes. I love candies. But we have to increase the
The
consumption.
economic importance from a governmental point of view, the economic importance of egg consumption supposed to be a factor in government.
Yes, it's supposed to be. There's no reason why eggs shouldn't be turning over, a year, 50 million, 100 million in terms of turnover. I mean, we have to start thinking holistic now in terms of our country. We have to start thinking, oh, the US is going to come and give us a 20 million. The Europeans are going to come and give us a 20 million and we'll be okay. And then lately we had the insurance. Oh, the insurance is going to step in. No, let's be proactive in terms of developing our country.
You have a caller on the line. Caller, welcome. You on the program, the agriculture program on Saturday with Studio Galaxy.
Hello?
Yes, you're on the program. You're
Hello.
live.
Hello?
Yes, caller. You're live on the program. Go right ahead.
Well, sorry about that, sir.
Oh, you didn't want to reach on the program. All right. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thanks
Okay.
a lot.
Yes, thank you. Yes. So we have to consume more eggs. And when I sometimes these things just kind of jolt me. I believe when you know your problem, half solved.
Yes, and you're absolutely right about
You
that.
know your problem.
Yeah, and we don't have a problem with eggs. We have an opportunity with eggs, We're not taking the opportunity. We have an opportunity in terms of making sure we help with the brain development of our young children, help with the protein in terms of children because they need it when you're young. And we're not taking the opportunity. I bet you if we weren't able to produce eggs in Grenada, we'll be importing eggs by the ton loads.
A couple of years ago, they decided that we would stop import eggs. But the one of the challenge we have, we are not consuming enough eggs.
Absolutely.
And I always see our forefathers wanted to control the factors of production.
Okay.
So they control labor and they had capital.
Right.
They have land and they have manpower. But they don't have initiative. So they send their brightest sons and daughters to go to university
Right.
to get initiative.
Right.
When these individuals come back, they come back like agents for the multinational corporation.
Oh, yo.
They turn against the very parent that send them to get initiative.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but the few that return, they're too few in number.
Yeah.
We have the University of the West Indies. This is our premier think tank, the nuclei of education,
Yeah.
academia. When they come out in university, they speak in English more than the British.
Yeah.
But although they are agriculture scientists,
Yeah.
they cannot convince our people to consume more eggs.
Yeah.
Now, what are bright people doing? If you're bright, you're bright. You mustn't just have certificate to put on petition and to walk around tongue as if you is hefe. You must be productive.
Yeah, it must be applied. Education must be applied in terms of developing your society, developing your community, developing your family. It's very important that these things are done because you're not educated unless you share what you've learned with those around you. Otherwise, you've just wasted your time. You've just gone to what we call it academic masturbation. That's what you've gone to do. So,
I like that. Academic masturbation.
Yeah, so
I like that.
yeah, so
Eggs is a simple, versatile food
yes,
that can easily be incorporated in your daily meals.
yes, it
We
can.
have so much an issue about protein
yeah,
because man need protein.
yeah, and the young need it even more.
And they claim that because of the socio-economic situation, status.
Mhm.
Some people poor. So
Mhm.
they can't buy chicken leg and lobster and all kind of meat. So
Mhm.
they have to buy back and neck and chicken. And
Mm.
chicken wings and chicken foot.
Yeah.
But eggs
Mhm.
is a good source of protein.
Egg is a superfood for protein, and it's so inexpensive. You can have a good meal in terms of an egg might cost 80 cents. You know,
$1.
a dollar then.
But if you increase production, it could cost 50 cents.
Yeah.
There is no reason why egg is $1.
Yeah.
Because you're not producing enough. So it costs the farmer too much to produce an egg.
Yeah, and I know the government is working on the initiative with feed, and I thank those who are involved in the negotiation and working behind the scene, because I also work behind the scene, so I know what it takes for those people who are engaged in that fight at the moment.
But they have to produce more eggs.
Yeah, I wish you all the luck. And what they're trying to do is to bring the prices of feed for the chickens down. They call them layers. And if they bring the prices down of the feed, I think what Mr. Pierre is talking about will be a reality, and it will be a reality in between about 3 to 6 months at the
But if
most.
they bring the price down, but the people don't consume more egg,
No, but we have to do the campaign, the marketing campaign. We have to change our structure. We have to get food and nutrition involved in terms of the diets of the school feeding program. We have to go wrong, as you say, you know. Unless you eat an egg, you're not coming in the rum shop. We have to put the egg in the rum shop
but
as
you
well,
can't even
Mr.
get egg in the rum shop. Why you think I've been speaking to some individuals the last time, some women,
Yeah.
and they say, why you think you see so much of men looking drunk? They appeared to be drunk. I say it's not that they're drinking plenty rum. They have malnutrition. I say, play close observation. The men who you see tagaing, that is a rum word.
Tagarin, yeah.
And sometimes run off the road. They are always teen and maga men.
Yeah. So let me say something as you mentioned one of them. Those of you who are rum drinkers or beer drinkers, etc., please be careful over this season. Do not overindulge and drive. Please. You're too important, your family is too important in terms of engaging in this behavior. So please, you're going to drink, walk.
The Romans normally tell you it's not them that has caused accident. They say it's the younger people that are accustomed setting up that go on lime and setting up and driving fast.
Yeah. Please, though.
They are the ones that contribute to accident.
Yeah.
The police, I think it was in 2017, said that most of the accidents on the road is as a result of disrespect and lack of courteousness. They never develop a program to address it.
Yeah.
And they like to blame Romans for it.
Mr. Pierre,
but it's one of the challenges. Sometimes when you are a heavy drink of alcohol, the alcohol tend to absorb the B12.
Okay.
And the B12 is important for metabolism.
Okay.
So the Romans don't eat much food. So very rare you see a stout person that look well fed. Tagay.
Yeah.
Most of the Romans you see they maga.
Yeah. But Mr. Pierre, I see a big one. Is just behind the co-op bank in
You might get free rum.
in Grenville.
You know you have some people.
You have a sweet shop. Just you know him?
Maybe you get free rum.
Okay.
You have some people that not drinking alcohol. But don't give them free rum. You know?
Oh Lord. Yeah.
They don't drink alcohol. They say I don't drink alcohol.
Yeah.
But when you have free rum and free food, they get enjoyed.
Yeah. So we have
but
to
it is
eat.
important because egg is a simple yet very versatile food.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you could easily incorporate egg in your diet.
Yeah, everything.
So why we not consuming more eggs?
Yeah, we have to encourage. We have to raise awareness. We have to encourage from the school.
Nobody in Grenada encouraging people to eat eggs.
Yeah.
Not even the poultry farmers
Yeah.
encouraging you to eat eggs.
Yeah.
Instead of encouraging the people to eat eggs, they're raising the price.
I'm not sure that's
But
true,
I'm
but
telling you,
what is true, Mr. Pierre? They're not encouraging people
no.
to eat egg, but
they're raising the around Christmas time.
that yeah,
They're hiding eggs, first of all. Some of those farmers, they're hiding a little eggs. All of a sudden, the production drop.
yeah,
They're storing.
yeah,
And then they're raising the price because they know by January, Coco Jana pie,
yeah.
they
So
can't get eggs out.
they can't get it sold. So, Mr. Pierre, let me ask you a personal question. About 2 or 3 personal questions. Are you an egg farmer?
No, I don't produce eggs. I used to have yard fowls,
Uh huh.
but then I intend to go back in yard fowls.
Okay. Did you ever have layers?
Yes, once we
Yeah.
a small quantity for home. When I
Oh.
was growing up,
Mhm.
we had over 100 laying hens.
Yeah.
And sometimes when we come out to school, we eat 8 or 9 eggs. Anytime I boil an egg is a dozen.
Yeah. So did you ever engage in the practice of making eggs short, creating the shortage of eggs before Christmas by
No, well,
storing it up?
no, and I know the farmer does that.
Yeah.
And nothing is wrong with that. Because the demand for eggs practically is the last 3 weeks before Christmas.
Yeah.
So when the end of November, egg have a 14 days shelf life.
Yeah. Yeah. In
So
the
the
right
f- yeah.
conditions.
So the farmer will sort of cut down his market. He collecting the egg, but he holding a little. He's
Yeah.
holding a little. He's selling a little, holding a little.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
the time,
He's being strategic.
of course, and nothing is wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the
But-
time the 3rd week in December come, panic come.
Yeah. Yeah. Eggs.
People have refrigerators,
Mhm.
but they would not buy egg and put in the fridge.
Yeah. Yeah.
They like the hustle around Christmas time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when January come, the farmer can get eggs.
So January we should have a program, eggs for less.
Well, no, the farmer doesn't drop price in Grenada. He's angry and he upset. Some of them cut down on the feed. Some of them cut down on the feed they feed in the fowls.
Okay, so let's talk about an economic impact as you were indicating. Now, price fluctuation is something that they say is part of the economic system that takes place in capitalist countries, and it should not be interfered with. Prices is basically determined
Demand, the
yeah,
market.
by supply and demand. And so if the demand is high over Christmas and the supply is low, that will increase prices. But I want to say something to, farmers and consumers alike. I think it's right in terms of the system that we operate in to have a slightly higher price over the Christmas because of the demand and supplies factor. But I think there has to be some reasonableness in terms of the price increase. I can't tell people what to sell their product for, but I'm asking that there is some reasonableness with the consumer because, we have this hike over Christmas and the rest of the year we want the consumers to buy our product. So I'm saying, be reasonable and maybe there can be a suggestion of kind of top prices over the Christmas that's not binding on farmers, but maybe the association or with the ministry can say, well, we want our top price to be no more than $30 a tray. That's just from the top of my head. I don't know what the price should be, but I don't think it helps an industry when your consumers feel that they're being taken advantage of. So be mindful of that as farmers, because the consumers is who keeps us going, is who helps us to get a profit. Without them, we're nothing. So let's give them the position they deserve and be thankful to them and treat them well.
Some of the farmers that I've spoken to, they don't have a serious problem with egg production.
Mm-hmm.
All farmers seems very easily satisfied.
Yeah.
A lot of mediocrity. They producing the legs, they have a leg, they thing up their shoulder and they don't want to expand seriously.
Yeah.
So we have to encourage our farmers to expand.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
Forces have to encourage our people to
Yeah.
consume more eggs because
Uh-huh.
it's good and healthy.
Yeah. And I'm going to talk to our chief veterinary vet in terms of how that can be done. I'll also, if I get a chance to speak to the PS and speak to the advisors in terms of agriculture, I'm going to broach that subject with
These
them.
fellas aren't supposed to bite, you know. These fellas are in continue university and they have the thing about it is they are not practicalizing the certificate. The certificates they have, they
Mm-hmm.
tend to flaunt it,
Mm-hmm.
perhaps to put them in a social status rather
Yeah,
than be
maybe.
productive. And
Yeah,
as long as we don't start to call out people on that,
yeah.
so you are a farmer,
Mm-hmm.
you're producing eggs,
Mm-hmm.
you want to increase your production,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to sell your eggs.
Yeah.
The last time I asked a farmer how much eggs his wife consuming, because he doesn't cook. How much eggs your wife does use?
He's like me.
You say your wife hardly using it. But
Yeah.
I also asked two of the children.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's wrong with eating 10, 15, 20 eggs a week?
Uh-huh.
This is protein.
Yeah.
It's simple. You could just boil the egg and ram it in your mouth.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
There are a number of ways you could prepare eggs.
Yeah.
But for the very quick, fast food, you
Yeah.
drop the eggs in a kettle.
Yeah.
If you don't want to light fire, you have an electric kettle, bang.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And once the water boiling, 3 minutes.
Yeah. And they make so much nice things with eggs, with salad, etc.
It takes the ministry now, the government.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the government don't have a marketing arm.
They have a guy there, in
Well, okay,
agriculture.
maybe they have one individual, but not a
Arm. They
department.
don't have an arm. They don't have a department.
So the Poultry Association, where we do our Poultry Association, make sense?
Yeah, the Poultry Association has
They
gone
make
through.
sense?
Huh?
They make sense?
Well,
They're trying.
they're
Right.
trying again. The Poultry Association was one of the most powerful non-government organization going, and
Poultry and bee ones.
yeah, and unfortunately, what happens? You have individuals who come and
It's
disrupt.
not in the
this,
interest.
yeah, they disrupt this organization.
And a lot of
and
individuals,
they move on.
once they believe they turn a heifer in an organization, they want to mash up the organization.
Yeah, and that's what happened with poultry. A set of people, and sometimes I'm tempted to name their names.
No, don't name them.
Because they're in big government position now. Some of them.
That's the challenge we have here.
Mm.
And we have to start by perhaps letting people know the nutritional, the benefits, the benefits of egg production.
Yeah.
And almost all the young people now have a phone.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
phone is the extension of your arm.
Yeah.
And the phone is a university and a library.
Yeah.
So you could go
Technology,
to Google
technology, yeah.
and see the benefits of consuming eggs.
Yeah.
Eggs has a rich source of protein.
Yeah. Maybe you could tell us a few of the benefits of eggs, Mr.
Because one of the factors that the World Health Organization and all food departments, FAO, and put a lot of emphasis on protein.
Yes.
One of the reasons in Grenada that we permit back-and-neck and we remove the VAT on back-and-neck, turkey, chicken wings, neck. Why we remove it on it? Because we want to guarantee a source of protein for the vulnerable. When you say vulnerable now, that is quantify vulnerable. If you're working for $3,000 or less in Grenada, you're poor.
You're
vulnerable. Even though you have a car, you're still in trouble to buy gas.
Yeah.
You're vulnerable.
Yeah.
So
farmers are now vulnerable.
Well, them farmers vulnerable now. So the government remove the taxes on these meat so you could consume protein. You can't buy chest. It's difficult for you to buy beef. Well, pork now is Mr. Pork.
Yeah.
Well, don't talk about mutton.
Oh, God.
Mutton is $15 and $20. So the person who is working for under $3,000 a month may only able to buy these things on rare occasion. On the birthday, they eat a piece of full chest. Chicken chest, such a body. And whole day, you're rubbing your chest feel good. Because you had some money now, you eat chicken chest.
Yeah.
But you eating back and neck
Yeah.
and chicken wings and turkey
Yeah.
wings. And you get the protein for it.
Yeah.
But they never push eggs.
Yeah. No, they never push eggs.
Eggs is also a good source of protein.
Yeah. And all they push, Mr. Pierre, is breast is best.
Breast is best.
Breast is best.
A man say breast is best after breast is fish. I tell him no. After breast is pork. But eggs.
Yeah, you're right. We
Eggs
need to
is
market
simple.
it.
It is easy to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
You have a wide range of ways you could prepare it.
Mm-hmm.
But the easiest way is to boil it.
Yeah. Okay.
Once
Wonderful.
the water boils in 3 minutes,
It's done.
food.
Mr. Pierre, one of the things that really caused a lot of problem was people believe that eggs will cause heart problem. You have any information on that?
Well,
Because that is a big lie. A lot of people tell me, that.
I think a lot of people like to be lied to.
Oh God.
Or some of our family members, one or two of them, leave 100 and something years.
Yeah, eating eggs.
Eating eggs, eating fowl eggs, oh God.
Yeah.
And those days was yard fowl.
Yeah.
And some people used to sell or give the neighbor yard fowl eggs.
Yeah.
And we used to
A
go and get
yellow
wood ants.
yolk.
We used to go and get wood ants
Mhm.
for the fowls to eat.
Mhm.
And the fowls serve to eat the insects
Uh-huh.
around the house
Yeah.
and the garbage. So the fowl serve as a very important important part of the whole ecology, the farming,
Yeah.
because they
yeah.
eat
The food
they
chain.
control some of the
Mhm.
the pests.
Yeah, for you. Okay.
And then we eat the fowl.
Yeah.
And the fowl lay the eggs,
Yeah.
But
you have anything on heart and eggs? Anything
Well,
that you could
eggs,
share?
first of all, we want to emphasize that eggs is a good source of protein.
Absolutely.
And it's important for people to understand that.
Yes.
That is why we have certain meat
Mhm.
that is not taxed.
Mhm.
So the poor of the poor
Mhm.
could get a sufficient protein in the diet. So if you're an athlete
Mhm. They
and
need the
young
protein.
people need more eggs,
Yeah, they need the protein.
you need the protein. So you could increase the egg production in your diet.
Mhm.
You're growing growth,
Yeah.
muscles.
Mhm.
When you're old already, you don't need much protein.
Yeah.
You don't need much of nothing.
Yeah.
You just need to sit down on a rock and share, look around now and then, and you don't need much of that.
Yeah, because I think our chief vet, I overhear him ordering some eggs about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and he ordered a tray of eggs a week. I said, "Why you so much egg?" He said, "I need the protein. I'm growing."
Yes, so you need protein for growth and etc. So it's a very important thing.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
protein.
Yeah.
Young people need a lot of protein. Athletes,
Mhm.
children in school studying,
Yeah.
they need protein because you're growing. Growth and development, you need protein.
Mhm.
But eggs also is an excellent source of fat.
Yeah. It's the good fat. Yeah.
It's a good fat. Eggs contain natural fats,
Mhm.
which are
The body
essential
needs.
in optimal life.
Mhm.
An egg contains saturated, unsaturated, and monosaturated fats. But that when you go into the technicalities now.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Let's stay
But
away
egg
from that.
good.
Yeah.
Can handle that.
Mhm.
So eggs is a very good source of protein.
Mhm.
It's a very good source of fat.
Mhm.
Eggs are packed with essential vitamins and minerals.
Yes. Yeah.
And that is an important one.
Yeah. The
And you hear me
vitamins.
talk about B12.
Yeah.
B12 is very important for metabolism.
Mhm.
And a lot of people who drink alcohol,
Mhm.
particularly a lot,
Yeah.
some of them tend not to have good appetite.
Yeah.
So you hardly have greedy runners.
Yeah.
They're not greedy for food.
They're not greedy
They're
for
only
food.
greedy for rum.
Yeah.
And they might talk a lot about food, but they are not big eaters.
Yeah. Mr. Pierre, I'm not a rummer. I'm not
Well,
a drinker, but you know,
Well, I know.
I like the honey. I see you there sell this nice big black bottle of honey. But Mr. Pierre, you think you could consider me over Christmas? I greedy for the honey.
Well, you never could tell a bottle of honey or that thing now would be about $100 on the
Woo!
marketplace.
Oh
I mean,
Lord.
honey is about $60, $70.
Boy.
So if you want honey that is 20 years old,
Wow.
then you have to talk
I have
about
to save up.
You better eat eggs still. Remember, eggs are packed with essential vitamins and minerals. And it's important to promote brain health.
Yes,
It
absolutely.
boosts the immune system. And it helps prevent certain type of cancer.
Right. Wonderful.
Eggs. Vitamin A, vitamin D, and vitamin B12.
Yeah.
You hear me talk about B12?
Yes.
All Romans know about B12. You know? Iron
Yes.
and zinc.
Right. I
And
know about
some
that.
men concerned about the zinc in the body too. You know, they say very important for zinc. When a man feel good and he ejaculate, then a lot of zinc. You lose zinc.
Zinc.
Maybe that's why you like to go and sleep after.
Oh,
Lose
God.
zinc in the body.
Yeah.
They are very important thing.
Right.
Egg could reduce the risk of heart disease.
Wow. Now that is news in terms of a lot of people probably were not aware of. That is important news because what was being pushed was that egg cause heart disease, egg cause this, you know, and right here this morning you have Mr. Pierre giving you the facts. It can help heart. Eggs can actually help your heart. It doesn't increase the risk of heart disease.
So they have the good cholesterol and the bad,
cholesterol. Egg has the good one.
The eggs is a very good, it's high quality protein and healthy fats present in eggs. Keep your heart healthy.
Yes.
So egg is good.
Egg is good.
A lot of us brain no good. They say eggs. Eggs promote brain health.
Yeah.
You have to eat more eggs. Some
Yeah.
people brain is not working good.
Yeah. So breast is best. Egg is
Eggs
good.
is good for the brain.
Yeah.
Nothing can beat breast.
Right.
But eggs is good for the brain.
Yeah,
Some people bright, no brain. Can't think. See a man the last time, the man have a double masters. He beat his wife, my partner. I said,
Oh,
you can't
God.
beat your wife. You have a double master. What's wrong with your brain? You have to eat more eggs.
Yes. Oh,
You have
Lord.
young children in school. They're looking sleepy, weak. Eat more eggs.
Yeah. Eat
You
more eggs.
studying. Your brain need to be healthy. And eggs going to help your brain.
Yeah. And if you give me his name, I have to go to Grenville Police Station. I'll drop his name down for
No,
that.
I solved the problem game. Because many girl good to talk to him and tell him to behave himself. You know, it's very important. You have to solve problem before you reach police. You know? So eggs is a very important thing for the brain. You have a number of young men cussing as if the brain's sick.
Yeah, something wrong with the brain.
Obscenities. You cannot use the same mouth you're praying with to cuss. You have to use a different mouth. So something wrong with the brain. So perhaps they should consume more eggs. Eggs is a good thing.
Good for the brain.
Eggs promote brain health. A very good thing for us.
Yeah.
Eggs are affordable
Yeah.
and easy to cook.
Yeah, very easy to cook, very affordable. And if you're really into the food, there's so many kind of creative menu that you could do with eggs. It's absolutely wonderful food. It's
Even though you can't cook, you could cook egg.
Yeah.
When you have somebody tell you can't cook egg, then you're in a bad shape.
Yeah.
But I don't know nobody that can cook egg.
I wonder if our producer could cook eggs. You think she could cook eggs?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, she bad at test already. No, it's a very important thing for us to consume more eggs. Eggs is good.
Yeah.
They used to say to us, that eggs is bad for cholesterol. They
Yeah.
trick us.
They trick us, just as coconut oil. They trick us.
I feel we like to be tricked.
Yeah. We could be.
Because information is outside there.
Yeah.
But we want somebody to tell us.
Yeah.
Just as how we speaking on the radio, they say these guys' grammar are good. Where these guys come out?
Yeah.
We don't believe them.
Yeah.
Forget the messenger
Yeah.
and look at the message.
Yeah.
And we invite you to do the research.
Yeah.
Ask any medical doctor in Grenada, any nurse. You could even ask an ambulance driver
Yeah.
if eggs is a good thing for you.
Yeah, eggs are superfood, super good for you. And you know the thing about the coconut oil, Mr. Pierre, they say they're good. And you know it turns out that coconut oil is the best oil in the world.
I never heard them. I tell them that's what my grandparents used.
Yeah.
And when we done, we use it we hear.
Yeah.
When we food.
Yeah.
They warm it and put it in with eggs. And all kind of thing when you are sick.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Coconut oil is the best thing.
Yeah.
And then you rub your foot with cocoa.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
the coconut oil.
I
they say
love
no.
the coconut oil with a little bit of saltfish and dumpling. And then when I have my sweet potato and yam and I mash it up in that coconut oil, nothing sweeter to my tongue than that, man. I just absolutely love it. And years later, they come back and say coconut oil, one of the best oil you could ever have in the world.
Today, we want to challenge
Mm-hmm.
the Ministry of Agriculture,
Encourage them.
government of Grenada. If you don't agree with us, call and say eggs don't good.
Yeah.
But if you believe what we're saying is correct, we want you to promote egg production.
Yeah.
We want to challenge the egg producers.
Yeah.
You who producing eggs, be more bold. Flaunt your farm. Make people know eggs is good.
Yeah.
Some of you could even put up sign.
Yeah.
Eggs is good and healthy and benefit. Eat the damn eggs.
Yeah. I
Eat
agree.
more eggs.
Yeah.
You see, if we producing a product and we hiding,
Yeah.
then it's not weed, it's legal.
Mm-hmm.
It's not people flaunting they producing weed.
Mm-hmm.
You know all who producing the tomato rum.
Yeah.
But some of the farmers in the own community, they do it as if eggs is a sin. Speak about it, consume more eggs, because eggs help brain health. A lot of us brain not working good. Eggs help the heart to be healthier.
Yeah. And it's important. So even if you're young, you're middle-aged, you're old, eggs is good. It's a good thing for you. And, it has a nice taste as well, and it's light. It's not like a heavy food. Whether you scramble in the morning, whether you make an eggnog for lunchtime, whether you just boil it in the evening, for your food. But eggs is good whether you kind of do it, you boil it and you mash it up and you put different bits and pieces, bit of green stuff in it, and then you make a sandwich with it There's so many different things, whether there's something they make that I like called quiche Lorraine with eggs, and different pastries that you can make with egg, and eggs are used as a binder in most cakes. So let's use more eggs, let's produce more eggs, let's use more eggs, and let's say thank you to the farmers who are producing the eggs, and we appreciate all you. And we're grateful, especially coming over this Christmas, for what you do all year round for us with the eggs that you produce. But we want you to double production, and we want the population to double consumption.
And the farmers must encourage your children in school to help them on the farm.
Yes.
If you was Rockefeller,
Yeah.
the children would help. You see Donald Trump? I will like him. You see Donald Trump and the children? Rockefeller, some of the biggest billionaires in the world. The children support them in the farm.
Yeah.
You have poultry. Get your children involved. Your children say they're doing agriculture in school.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing about egg. You are an egg producer. And if you have children that are doing agriculture in school, they must help you expand the farm.
Yeah.
Employ them on the farm.
Yeah. Eggs are best.
So eggs is good. it is healthy, it is beneficial, it tastes good. Never heard nobody say egg.
No, I never heard anybody say egg doesn't taste good. Egg tastes nice.
It's a good source of protein.
Yeah.
Eggs have B12 in it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to encourage you, rum shop on them. Buy some eggs and boil eggs and sell it.
I used to see that in the rum shop.
Yes, but they stopped.
This,
Used to have sardine in the rum shop.
Yeah.
Corned beef.
Yeah.
Then you used to have a mahogany bud.
A mahogany.
You never hear about a mahogany bud?
No, no.
You're not a good rummer.
I'm not a rummer.
Somebody give us a call, man. Give us a call.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about a mahogany bud or a convent girl. When you get the rum shop, a man say, you want a convent girl?
Oh, Lord.
A mahogany bud.
All right. Okay.
You used to have that in the rum shop.
Okay.
They used to say, let us take a cutter.
Mm-hmm.
So at least the men, while they was drinking rum,
Mm-hmm.
they had a little cutter.
Mm-hmm.
So they was getting the B12, the vitamins. But now all the rum shops sell some rum. They have cousins selling in the rum. They have confusion rum. And this rum and them roughing. And you have nothing to eat.
Yeah.
In the rum shop. And I believe that's one of the challenges we have.
Okay. Yeah.
You should have something to eat.
Yeah, they should have the boiled eggs.
And it's all do with the low consumption of our eggs.
But Mr. Pierre, we've been talking for a while. I wonder how much time we have left.
Yes. Every now and then you have to tell us how much time we have. Very important for us.
Yeah.
So we want to, this program is basically an agricultural program.
Yeah.
Where we don't only challenge and criticize, we come up with practical, workable, simple suggestions.
Yeah, and the suggestion you're making this morning is drink less rum, eat more eggs.
No, I ain't saying drink less rum. Go interfere with them, mamas. One of the challenges they have is they have malnutrition. When you go in the rum shop, you see some fellas, they look at you, they're ready to go in the cemetery. So, and there is no food.
There's no
and
food.
The alcohol content is strong.
Yeah.
You have what you could export 69%.
Yeah, that river
you have
is
overproof.
Strong. Yeah.
You have a rum in St. Vincent, they call it Sunset. They have another rum in Trinidad, they call it Punching.
Yeah.
We have a rum in Grenada, they call it Confusion Rum.
Oh, Lord.
When you see guys carrying and get the Confusion Rum, they drink. And you have another one, they call Coke Cousin. So all these alcohol are sold. But there is, men are not, the drinkers are not encouraged to eat food.
Yeah.
So what happened? They suffer from malnutrition.
They want some solid food.
Sometimes you see the face shining. The food shining. This one liver gone. Liver bad.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, and they consume a very small amount of food. They will talk a lot about food, but they are not eaters.
Yeah.
And it's because the alcohol tend to take away the B12 in the body.
Right.
And the B12 help in the metabolism.
Yeah.
And there's no encouragement to eat.
Want
and
some
most of
solid food in the rum shop.
Most of our women these days, they don't cook much.
No?
You have to buy food.
Yeah,
and
Chinese
these men can cook. But they could
a...
boil eggs.
Yeah.
Boil eggs.
Yeah.
Just eating about, Roma eat 10 eggs a day, enough protein for him.
Yeah. Mr. Pierre, I want to make a pitch in terms of, moving forward. I think we're talking about eggs, and the message is clear. Eggs are good for you, eat more eggs. But we want to encourage a campaign to encourage the consumptions of egg moving forward. And again, for these things to work, it has to be done between the private sector, association, and government. Mr. Pierre mentioned like the posters, and we need the posters all over the island that says eggs are good for you, eat more eggs. But we have to do a year campaign of eating more eggs and having egg festival and chicken festival. We have to have a program. It can't be like we come on a program like this and we say, oh, yes, we need to do a post. And there has to be a collaboration between the ministry, the association, and the private sector, whereby we have a year-long program to encourage the consumption of egg. We have things that where we bring eggs into the schools. We have to make it fun. We have to make it uplifting. We have to make it educational. And together, you know what? We can do it.
We got to provoke discussion.
Mm-hmm.
When we speak, we dare, we challenge.
Yeah.
We're from the University of the West Indies, or those with a briefcase, a certificate that walking around with a bag of problems. We must solve our problem as a people.
Yes.
We must believe
We can.
that we have what it takes to address our issue.
Yeah, absolutely.
And all of you is speaking about eating eggs. You notice we don't talk about bakeries yet.
No, the bakery use a fair share of eggs. I've seen, trays and trays of eggs being delivered to the bakery because most of the cakes, the binders that they use in it comes from egg. So I know they use, but they could use.
You know the
double.
labs use a lot of eggs too.
Yeah, I wasn't so much aware, but if that's the case, good.
We have, obviously, we have to change our attitude.
Yeah.
The mentality we have.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it Grenadians don't know? Are they looking at it, they're not convinced that eggs is beneficial, it is good, it is healthy.
Yeah.
Eggs are a rich source of protein.
Yeah.
The reason why governments, not in Grenada alone, removing the taxes on some of the food like backaneck, chicken wings, turkey wings, neck.
Yeah.
It is because they're concerned about the protein consumption.
Yeah.
Some of the people who say they are vegetarian. So then when they go in hospital, doctor tell them go eat pork. Because to be a vegetarian and to get the protein content, the lysine and leucine and etc., it's expensive.
Yeah.
If you poor, if you're vulnerable, and anytime I speak about vulnerability, I want to quantify it economically.
Yeah.
If your earning is less than $3,000 a month, you're poor.
Yeah.
Even if you have a car, you're in trouble to buy gas.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the food that you're more likely to eat, the government removed the taxes because your protein content is important. I never understand why the World Health Organization, FAO, the Food and Nutrition in Grenada, the University of the West Indies, the Ministry of Agriculture, the medical doctors in Grenada are not encouraging people to consume more eggs.
Yeah, we need to. Absolutely. Let me make a commercial pitch, for eggs. The trend in eggs, especially in the tourism industry, is towards what they call liquid eggs. So what we have to do is have a central point where the eggs can be delivered to somebody buying the eggs, and it goes into a liquidized form and it's sold to restaurants and hotels. So that's a bigger commercial undertaking that we have to undertake as Grenada, and we need an investor in terms of doing that. When I was very much involved in poultry, one of the things that was agreed was that the old abattoir in Maribor would be used for the Poultry Association. And the idea that I had was that it would be either used as a centralized processing point, or it would be used for the liquid eggs. Now, it's perfect to upgrade and fit out for a liquid egg station. And then what you have is like, you could have a farmer producing 30, 40 trays of eggs a week, and you just bring it there. You get your money, and they turned it into liquid eggs, and that is sold on to the hotels and the restaurants, etc. So that's an opportunity that's there for an entrepreneur in Grenada. They could help develop the country by doing that. Real opportunities.
Yes, we want to call on all the stakeholders,
Mm-hmm.
all stakeholders in Grenada. When we speak, we provoke discussion.
Mm-hmm.
So what we want you to do is you could be just dismiss what we say.
Yeah, yeah.
You could forget the fact is we that say it
Mm-hmm.
and look at the message rather than the messenger.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
stakeholders are the farmers.
Mm-hmm.
The farmers supposed to be interested in greater consumption of eggs so they
Mm-hmm.
could be more productive.
Yeah, yeah.
Eggs is a rich source of protein.
Mm-hmm.
Eggs have a lot of minerals and vitamins,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
carbohydrates and fat.
Mm-hmm.
Eggs is good.
Yeah.
Eggs is palatable.
Mm-hmm.
Eggs is good for the brain.
Yeah. It's tasty as
Eggs
well.
is healthy for the heart.
Mm-hmm.
We have to increase our consumption.
Ah.
It is better if Grenada, I believe that we could increase our consumption of eggs by 1,000%.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Mr. Pierre, wholeheartedly. We could do that easy.
And based upon the scientific data,
Mm-hmm.
that might be better for our country and
Yeah,
our
a
people.
lot better for health. A lot better.
And we want to encourage young people
Mm-hmm.
whose parents have fall farms.
Yeah.
Not very many fall farms we have in Grenada.
Mm-hmm.
And you go into school, take more interest in your family business.
Yeah.
This is a potential cash cow you have there.
Yeah.
Because if they could increase the productivity by 1,000%,
Mm-hmm.
and you could help to
Mm-hmm.
advertise eggs.
Mm-hmm.
You could help to make your neighbors and your friends
Mm-hmm.
more knowledgeable
Yeah.
about the nutritional value and the
Mm-hmm.
benefit of eggs.
Yeah.
This country belongs to us.
Absolutely.
We have help coming outside.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and then you're going to have governments of varying or different productivity level.
Mm-hmm.
But that must not stop us from growing.
Yeah.
And one of the ways in which we could grow significantly in agriculture
Mm-hmm.
is increasing the production of eggs.
And
But the
consumption.
first way that we have to do it, we have to consume more eggs.
Yeah. Eggs are very
Eggs
good.
is good.
Mm-hmm.
Eggs is healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Eggs good for brain health.
And it's tasty.
And when you see the amount of things people doing wrong, you know their brain no good. So consume more eggs.
They need the eggs to sort out that brain of theirs.
We want to encourage you to share our program, to like our program,
Yeah.
and the key is to subscribe to Studio Galaxy.
Yeah.
Tell your friends about it. We know some of the elder ones that might be attracted to this type of program may not know how to subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Ask the younger ones around you
Yeah.
how to subscribe
Mm-hmm.
to Studio Galaxy.
Yeah.
We want to thank you very much today again.
Yeah. I just want to say to everybody who's listening and who will hear this program that we're coming up to the festive season. Let's have a good, responsible festive season where we can remember it for many Christmas after. So let's be good. Let's be responsible over the Christmas.
Thank you very much.